All right. So good evening, Rossbert.
Good
Nice
evening,
meet
sir.
nice meeting you.
Same to you, sir.
So let's start your interview, shall we?
Yes.
So tell me about yourself.
First of all, my full name is Rosbert Christian de la Peña Salvoro, and I live here in the Philippines, Carigara, Leyte. And right now, I focus myself on managing my Facebook page because we have a school, an art school, to where we teach students face to face most of the time. And if I should continue, my specific skills would be in um, SEO writing, in content writing, because I'm a graduate of speech and theater arts, and I had literature and English units as well in masters. So I have a bit of a background about writing, and I also published a book. It's published last year. It's a book of poems called A Bucket Full of Dreams, and right now I'm selling it online. And I also have other talents, like I can do visual arts. I do visual arts and I teach piano. So those skills, and I'm also a graduate of speech and theater arts. So I know how to manage artistic productions like stage plays and other programs on stage, which I function also as a stage manager. So I have a bit of management skills as well.
All right. So it's awesome that you have a background in literature. Specifically, you mentioned you have a background in SEO and content writing, right? So speaking of that, what is your experience in social media marketing?
Um, I I'm quite new with that, with the skill, though it's a bit different from my background because we used to write books, we used to write scripts, but in like in SAO writing, it's more in because we have to deal with social media, like the search engine, so it could be discoverable and to have those technical things to do online. And right now, I am finishing my course on social media marketing, so I can really see that it's really applicable and it's improving my skill. It's enhancing, and it's my skill is being magnified because of this course that I am in. So I think I can do better with now that I have to deal with the social media.
Nice, nice. So if ever we move forward with your application, what would be your preferred method of communication?
If what is typical, like we have to call or use Skype or Zoom, so that we could have audio or visual communication to communicate, like to on your end. For example, there are things you want to improve, so I can do it better, so you can illustrate it via video, not just with audio. But with audio, it's also effective because we can focus more on the words, like to clarify the things that we need to clarify before the project ends as you wanted it, the date you wanted it, the way you wanted it, how you wanted it, and where or when do we publish it.
Very, very nice. So in this job, we are hiring a social media marketing specialist, but all the applicants vary from their experience. So as you mentioned a while ago, that you have a background in literature. Now, personally, what makes you the best fit for this project?
My I also do content writing, and I also have a monetized YouTube channel. So I take care of it every day because it's where I get my extra income. And with regards to technicalities, I from my course I have learned like managing social media and about marketing as well, so that the product, for example, that you we have to sell, or the thing that we have to present publicly, would be visible. And that with regards to contact, it's almost like it should be 24/7. Like we can answer any inquiries that the people might have. So everything is technical. So basically, it's from what I have learned from the course that I am taking, is that I have the background in managing social media and how to deal, for example, with the difficulties that may arise. So that would be a two-way communication. So it's trouble. It's like troubleshooting on my end as well as yours, so that you would be satisfied as well with the service that I may provide.
All right. So that's awesome. So hearing your side that there are things that you are good and there are things that you are still building, right? So speaking of the things that you see yourself best fit for this project, there will be times that some of your projects will be given back to you for revisions or you'll be given feedbacks. Now, how do you handle those things? How do you handle feedback in general?
So in general, I I take it positively, because if, for example, I would be stubborn in not revising it, then my client, like you, for example, won't be happy with the results that would end up. So the project will be failure. It's like we need to have our common ground. You need to clarify the things that you wanted, and I also I also, firstly, I have to be honest with what I can do, or and my limitations as well, on the things that I cannot, so that both parties, it would be a win-win situation for both of us. So basically, I'm happy. I'm good with revisions, because I had that experience as well in my studies. I had to revise 50 times. It's so exhausting, but the end result is good because both parties are satisfied with the result.
All right, so great. So that's great. So I think that would be all, and we'll be keeping you in touch after the uh, screening. All right, so that would be all, Rosbert.
Thank you,
So
sir.
see you in the next step of the uh, process.
Sir, I have questions,
Oh, all right.
because understandably you are in the United States, and me as a local Filipino, I don't know the holidays, for example, the times that, for example, you would be offline, and the things that I need to adjust. So I'd like to know the calendar, your calendar, so I could be in line with your timeline as well. I'd like to have that copy.
All right, we'll be sending you if ever you get to proceed now to the next stage. So giving you the calendar of their national holidays will just be a no biggie, right? So
Thank you, sir.
oh, worry less. So I'll be assigning my secretary to send you the calendar of our holidays. All right.
Thank you,
So
sir. Just to clarify that.
yeah, great. So I think that would be all. So congratulations